first I'd like to thank everyone for joining us here at Prolight+Sound as we celebrate our 25th anniversary and 25 years of innovation for Pangolin. It's been quite a journey for us as a company, and we felt honored to have grown up to be the world's leading laser display software company. I'm also very proud of how far we've come since we started in 1986. When we started, there were only around 15 laser companies doing laser shows. And I used to tell people you had to be a scientist just to do a laser show, because the laser show companies were using lasers that were from either a university setting or a medical setting. And we take those lasers and hook them up to 3-phase electricity and many gallons a minute of water, and you had to be a plumber to do a laser show, you had to be an electrician to be a laser show. And most of the laser show companies at the time also wrote their own software. So that's where we got into the picture. I started with Patrick and I in 1986, and we wanted to be the first company to specialize only in laser show software. We felt that by specializing, we could focus on only this one thing, and we could thereby do it better than anyone else. At first, the people in the big companies scoffed at us, and they kind of laughed at us and made fun of us. And they said, well, don't you know that there's only 15 companies in the world doing this? Well, what kind of a business proposition is this? And so, but Patrick and I weren't Harvard-educated businessmen, and so we're very passionate about laser light. And so we really ignored their scoffing and just kind of kept on doing just doing our software thing. Just kept our eye on the prize, if you will. And now, 25 years later, I'm pleased to say that we have over 16,000 clients in 63 countries. We have offices on 3 continents, a total of over 107 dealers. So our most sincere thanks goes out to everyone who's helped us to accomplish that, including all of you. And so in that light, I invite you all to raise your glasses and join us as we toast the past 25 years of innovation, and as we look forward to the future with excitement for what the next 25 years hold. Cheers. Cheers. That hits the spot, huh? You know, as a company, we're always thinking about the future. We're always thinking about ways of doing things differently and better, and basically trying to figure out how we can better power your laser shows. And that's an interesting concept when you think about it, the future. As we stand here today, let's ponder, what would the future of laser shows look like? Where will laser shows be? Where have lasers not been so far? How can we share our mutual passion for the light with the rest of the world and in venues and settings that have not yet been touched by laser light? On September 12, 1962, U.S. President John F. Kennedy gave a speech before a group of university students in Houston, Texas, also discussing the future, what he believed would be the future of space travel. In that historic speech, JFK said, "We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard." Many of you probably don't know this, but the Apollo 11 mission to the moon has a very special meaning to me personally, and had a very huge impact on my life as an engineer, as an inventor, and also as president of Pangolin. My father William R. Benner Sr., actually worked side by side with the folks in the Mission Control Center in Houston, Texas, to make that historic mission happen. I'm very proud of his accomplishments, and even to this day I find it very inspiring that he worked along with a group of like-minded engineers to bring their future to a reality, taking man beyond the Earth's atmosphere and to the moon for the very first time. Laser show technology is a passion for everybody at Pangolin, and as I look back on the past 25 years, I certainly have a lot of fond memories. Since our beginning, we've always made innovation a driving force, with a focus on creating the highest quality products and offering great support nearly 24 hours a day, even by email, right, Ryan? I can still remember the early days when Patrick and I were developing on the Amiga computer and just starting out developing, trying to figure out how to control a laser and what needed to be done. And even then, pushing forward with innovative features that we all think is very mundane today, but then was cutting edge and nobody else had. Features like cut and paste. Well, as technology progressed, so did people's imaginations of what they wanted to do with a laser. So in 1995, we introduced Showtime, which is the world's first timeline-based laser show creation system. We also co-invented laser raster frames along with Lightspeed Design. In 1998, we introduced Showtime Live, which was the first live controller built right into main software. Then in November 1999, we introduced LD2000, which we're proud to say is currently the most widely used laser show creation system in the world. LD2000 offers a powerful suite of programs with over 150 free laser shows and more than 350,000 frames and animations. LD2000 is used by more professional laserists than any other software in the world. We've continually been updating LD2000 since its release, and we're grateful the development of LD2000 has gotten Pangolin and all of our users where we are today. Today, Pangolin as a company has received more than 21 first-place technology awards for advanced technology and product quality, and we currently have 9 issued patents. We're proud about that technological accomplishment and proud that people have honored these achievements with such prestige. But I'm even happier to say that we've helped laser artists around the world, such as yourself, get more than 350 ILDA awards for artistic achievement. And I think that's the real sign of an accomplishment, not what we've done as a company, but how we've helped everybody do great award-winning laser shows. In November of 2009, we introduced QuickShow in response to trends that we were seeing in the marketplace. QuickShow has been a huge success for us. Last year was the best-selling laser software on Earth. And because of this great success, we have rethought the way that we develop and deliver laser software. QuickShow also helped us to bring lasers to a whole new class of laser users that I call casual users. It sounds like a drug term or something like that. But it's more like hobbyists, people in clubs and pubs that don't have the demands of professionals, but still want to put on a pretty good show. Nevertheless, QuickShow is still very powerful, and professionals often tell me that we put too much power into it. Well, coming back to the concept of the future and what it will hold for us in the laser industry, I'm very excited to state that we've been diligently, albeit quietly, working on our next generation software for laser show professionals, something we call Beyond. Beyond is the future of laser show creation technology, and I'm happy to announce that we will officially launch Beyond on July 16th, 2011. We chose this date to commemorate the launch of the Saturn V rocket and the Apollo 11 mission, which took astronauts Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins to the moon. This date just happens to be 100 days away, so let the countdown begin. Hear, hear. I'd also like to state that for all LD2000 systems purchased over the next 100 days, you'll receive the Beyond software for free. This is our way of thanking you for being a Pangolin client and for helping us to celebrate the last 25 years of innovation. We couldn't be where we are today if not for the fine folks such as yourselves. For questions concerning Beyond, we have a special Beyond flyer here, and we've also set up a special email hotline that you can email us to. And the first 100 people to sign up for this, you just send an email to beyond@pangolin.com. We will put you on a special Beyond launch team, and you'll receive periodic news updates, screenshots, and kind of behind-the-scenes information about Beyond. And don't forget to stay up to date with us by subscribing to the Pangolin Post newsletter and by following us on Facebook and Twitter. Some of you may have heard that late last year I was involved in a book project along with 35 other authors, and we created this book called Game Changers, which I'm happy to say became a bestseller. And I'll be having book signings here for anyone who purchases a Pangolin system. So please enjoy the remainder of this event with us, and be sure to have another glass of champagne since we have 50 bottles, and I don't think that we've poured even half that yet. Help us to dispose of this properly, and feel free to talk to anyone at Pangolin about questions that you may have. Thank you.